context to that. That was literally my first words on stream. Cut everything out. Except that. Jesus Christ.
Jay without context is a very good thing.
Ah, dude, we need to make a compilation of that. We need to start making compilations of our streams so people will actually fucking watch our content.
Yeah. Start leading another social campaign now that I have the time.
I know, right? I mean, I had to volunteer to do it, but my computer is literally dead.
You act like I'm going to be using a computer to do it. I'm going to be using the PlayStation to do it.
Well, tell me this much, Dio. How well can you use a computer that doesn't have a keyboard?
The fuck did you do to that laptop?
It's old, man. I don't know what the fuck happened, but the keyboard just doesn't respond anymore. Like, I can boot it up and I can put in my password, and then once it actually goes into the main computer, it just fucking stops. I tried uninstalling the driver and reinstalling the driver. I tried updating the drivers. I tried soft resetting it. I tried hard resetting it. I tried rewinding it. Everything.
The fuck do you mean rewinding your computer? Like,
restore points.
Okay, yeah, okay.
The fuck?
Okay, I'd never heard of it called rewinding my computer like this.
Be kind, please rewind, motherfucker. Back. You and I grew up in the same generation.
I know, but still, like, I've never heard.
No, I flipped. I flipped my computer over to the B side, but that didn't work either.
You say that, but then I get a picture of your laptop just laying like on its screen and the keyboard facing you, like flipped the other way.
I mean, I could.
Why does it work?
You never know. It helps the Ethernet waves travel through it faster if it's upside down. Trust me, I have a friend I dated a computer scientist.
Apparently, all you paid attention to with that snatcher, nothing she was saying then.
I mean, it was a long distance relationship, bud. My dick may be long, but it ain't that long.
Alright, let's see. Bitch. Version. I really want the bot page.
So, while I try to distract them from the fact that you're clearly not prepared.
I'm here.
Do you remember where we were whenever we got out last time?
Oh, that is a good question. It's been a long week. I know we were doing stuff with Anne. We finished the first dungeon. Did we get very far past the first dungeon?
Nope.
Or did we kind of stop?
We finished fighting the first dungeon, and then the rest of I wanted to end at that particular point for a very specific reason. And it's because there's nothing else to do until the game lets us progress further.
Oh yeah, we're socializing now.
Yep. So it's going to be this is going to be pretty much a Dio-centric stream.
Where? Better hope the lag's not bad tonight.
Yep. 420 blaze it, more like 420 praise it. Can I get an amen? Hallelujah! Anyways, let's get the stream started. Hey, amen, brother! Alright, so yeah. So we have 10 days until the story actually continues, which means we can use this time to boost confidence, we can hang out, we can increase social stats like guts. I can show you a couple places. I think it's under stats. No, it's not under stats. It's under confidant? No. Persona?
Somewhere in there.
Let's go to stats. No. Okay, so it'd be here. Ah, there it is. Okay, so I didn't actually explain this very well last time, but these are our social stats. You'll notice that 4 out of 5 of them are maxed. I did that intentionally so that we could have better confidant, or be able to access confidants a lot easier, because there's some in here that will require stage 4 and sometimes even stage 5 levels of certain stats to be able to progress their stories. Guts, not really. And plus, with the right confidants, which I think you're going to be throwing us down the road for, will also increase guts anyway, so it's going to hit level 5 by the time we finish this. But those would be what we'd normally be increasing. There's a couple different things we can do. We can check our phone and see who's messaging us. We have the Doctor, Takemi, and we have Ryuji we can hang out with. We can also do other stuff, depending on how you want to do things.
Yeah.
So it's up to you.
Fuck it, I've been giving Ryuji kind of a cold shoulder. Why don't we do something with him?
Alright, hang out with Ryuji. For that, I'm gonna have to go over here real quick. Well, actually, no. Fuck it. I don't need to prep for this.
Oh, hey.
Just
Gotta
go
wait
as you
and see
are.
what happens. Yep. I realized that when we were running through the palace that I can't really move like I used to. Yeah, you tripped over the 100-yard line. So how about we do some training? I can't just sit on my ass here.
Could go hit the gym like real bros.
I mean, you're kidding, but yeah, this is basically just telling us that if we do choose to spend time with one person, it will it will progress us through the day. So days have technically 3 phases. There's the morning, there's the after school or the afternoon, and then there's the evening. Each time you do something time consuming, it will consume one of those slots naturally. And that can be anything from hanging out with a confidant to boosting a social stat. Basically anything that would increase the main character's power or boost the character in some way, aside from like buying gear, is going to progress this time forward. So make sure you keep that in mind.
Alright.
I feel like I can become closer to Ryuji thanks to the chariot persona Agathion. I feel like my bond with Ryuji will grow stronger soon. Are you sure you want to hang out with him?
I mean, yeah.
Alright. Let's do some quick warm-ups behind the gym then.
Wanna get going?
Let's go get changed. You don't need your pants. Man, this place brings back memories. This is my secret training spot. Or was. Weren't you on the track team? Back when I was on the track team, yeah. Actually, I've been thinking about trying to run again. So you know what I like about this being his secret training spot?
It's the middle of the fucking school.
Well, not only that, but this is also a closed-off area that is maybe 30 feet long by 45. What the hell is he running here? Or what kind of training is he doing here exactly?
I'd like to take a nice stroll through the woods. Very intense strolls.
Fighting in that other world was a total shock. I couldn't move like I used to. It just felt lame. So, I started thinking maybe I need to build up my muscles again. Anything's gotta be better than this flimsy body, right? Plus, maybe then I'll be able to help out a little more. What do we say to him, Dio?
You catch up. You seem pretty excited.
Good choice. Hell yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Anyways, you act like it's only me who's going to be doing this. You're getting in on it too.
Come on, man.
Well, don't look so surprised. Why'd you think I had you go and change like that? It'd be pointless if I was the only one getting super fast, right? Alright, I'm gonna do some knee lift sprints. You're stuck with the normal ones. So yeah, that's a mechanic that you're able to. Oh wait, ugh, damn, my legs are all tight. I'm getting old, and I'm only 17. Before Kamoshida came along, the track team was the biggest thing this school had going for it. But it all changed when the Fire Nation attacked. After he got our coach fired and took over as the sub. That bastard. Right from the very start he was trying to get rid of us. Give us crazy workouts, then when we couldn't do them, he'd add even more on top of that. Day after day was nothing but that bullshit. He was going after me especially. He knew. He knew I was the kind of guy who'd fight back. If my time dropped even a little, he'd cuss me out. On top of that, he brought up my parents.
Uh, and then you punched him. Seems like a character.
Truth is, my mom's the only one I got. All my dad did when he was still around was drink. Sometimes he'd even beat me, or my mom. I don't know how that bastard Kamishita found out. He told the whole goddamn team. And as you can guess, I lost it and hit him. It was like he wanted me to do it, though. He called it an act of violence and shut the team down. Thanks to that, the other guys on the team treat me like I'm some kind of traitor.
I want to be
They
right,
ain't
but
wrong
I regret
because
it.
of me. They all lost their shot at the championship.
Ah. Do you regret it?
A little bit, yes, and a little bit no. Come on, don't ask me tough questions like that. I'm not very smart, you know. Anyways, it doesn't matter now. That's all in the past. I'm only thinking about the future now. That's what we're gonna do. Build the future. We gotta think positive thoughts, brother. I feel like my bond with Ryuji is growing deeper.
Woo.
And thus we unlock a special ability. Punk Talk. If negotiations with an upbeat shadow fails, you can try again.
All right.
Interesting.
All right.
Come on, we're all warmed up, right? How about another run? By the way, you're actually pretty good at running. Not as good as me, though. Yeah. Holy crap. My legs are shaking. Don't collapse on your way home, man. Later. But yeah.
Shake.
You'll see it again in this phone call, probably. But there is a not-so-hidden mechanic in the game with each confidant. So, you get home okay? Didn't trip or anything. But man, I'm so out of shape. Felt like I could barely drag my damn legs up the station steps. This would have never happened back then. Ugh. I should have kept up my running.
Back in the good old days.
Mm-hmm.
Never too late, man.
Ha! Truth, man. We're only getting started. Let's keep on running towards tomorrow. I'm pretty rusty, but even if I got kinda rough, I had fun. And with you here, I got some friendly competition, too. Plus we get to talk. So, yeah, I'll catch you later. See ya. But yeah, so each confidant has a rank to be able, or a certain level that needs to be gotten to rank them up.
Mm-hmm.
Have you gotten used to the city yet, Dio?
A little.
I see. You're the only one here at night, so I'm not gonna bother setting a curfew or anything like that. So long as you're taking school seriously, I don't mind if you stroll the streets and do in the evenings. So now, we can explore Yoganjaya. But only around these parts, got it? Go back on your word, I'll kick you right out. But yeah, so each confidant has a certain number of ranks. Most of them require 10 ranks. And to get to each subsequent rank, you have to get a certain amount of, I like to call them confident points, or CP. And they were those little notes that you saw. And they're completely dependent on how you interact with them whenever you do each event. You can get a maximum of 3 per answer choice.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I grab the confidants that they have. Because if you have a confidant equipped that matches the person you're hanging out with, it'll give you an extra CP whenever you interact with them. So you're always guaranteed to at least get 1.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know the exact numbers for each one, but in Persona 5 Vanilla, used to be if you had already maxed out your the Arcana in your original game, If you equipped the a persona that had the Arcana, or the matching Arcana, it would just automatically progress their story. So, I'm not going to tell you exactly which ones I did and didn't do that on, but it was a good amount of them. I think I'm only missing like 2 or 3.
I get you.
So, yep. But yeah, anybody we hang out with that has the potential to be a confidant has a card above their head. So we have the ability to hang out with them. We also have the ability to go out and hang out in Yogan Jaya. And there's some stuff we can do there. We can raise our guts, our dexterity, we can win some prizes, and we can go shopping. It's all up to you.
Okay. There's so many options.
I know, right?
You know what? Fuck it. What were some of the exploratory options?
Let's see. Since you failed that initial flag that I set down for you, don't worry about it. Told that we couldn't go very far, so that means that we're limited to this area. We have the shopping center right here, which I can do on my own time. We have... Let's see. The batting cages, right here, which boost our dexterity. They don't really do much at night. You can't really win any prizes or anything like that. Further down is where most of the action is, though. Right over here. Oh, and Dr. Takemi's office is right down here, if we want to hang out with her, but I don't think she's available at night yet.
Okay.
Eventually she will transition over to that. But right,
a higher score with her, I assume.
no, we just have to progress into the story. But we have here, which is the washing machine, which you remember those heavy clothes and everything that we were getting earlier that didn't really have any kind of well, actually, you know what? I can actually show you. Go into the protectors. Yeah, all this stuff right here. This sooty heavy armor, the sooty ghastly gear, and all that.
Yeah.
All of these stats are fucking terrible. But we can change that. Don't mind
the washer.
Yep, by cleaning it. And it gives you a random item depending on what it is.
Okay, that's actually kind of cool.
And then right here we have the bathhouse, which going into the bathhouse will increase your charm. And then on certain nights, I believe it's either Wednesday or Thursday night, you can go in and increase your guts as well.
Was it Fight Club on Wednesday nights?
No, it's old men.
Oh.
And Japan has a thing where old men really like to crank up the heat in the bathhouses. So the raise the guts is to see how long you can last inside of it.
Okay, that's actually kind of funny.
But yeah, those are the options we have for now. While you decide that, I'm going to take a look at the shopping.
How can I help you?
Silk yarn, tin clasp. Oh, a DVD player. I'll take that. Thank you. Actually, I don't know if I could. I don't know if I could afford that. It was like 22,000 yen. It's gonna bite into my wallet a lot.
Took 2 of our last 5 pennies there.
I know, right? But yeah. Oh yeah. Later on, this will actually open up, and it's a movie theater. And they show, I believe they show 1 movie a week, and it will increase a certain or a different social stat each time, depending on what it is. I would recommend checking those out if we don't have any confidants, because some of the dialogue that is in those are hilarious. There's one that is my favorite one is the baker, or like I can't remember exactly what it's called, but it's like the confectionery something or another. It's like cake night or something like that, and it is hilarious. Yep.
Okay, what the hell is that person with all the exclamation points coming from her? Like towards the street.
Oh, this is just a chat conversation. You can listen in on what people are saying. Japanese class was impossible today. How are we supposed to know how the author feels? My parents couldn't even answer that. Why are they asking us? They said we'd get a weird sickness if we didn't study, but I'm not scared. We're not kids. Oh, are you talking about that train accident? The engineer just had a heart attack, right? Interesting.
Mystery deepens. Okay, so on that note, since there's nothing super interesting, and it seems like, we've already got our stats pretty much jacked up besides guts. Are there any confidants we can go visit this night? Or not really?
We did, but you kind of soiled that because you weren't looking at the screen when I was talking to you.
I assumed it was Kojima or whatever.
So Kojima, yeah, Hideo Kojima's in this game, man. Metal Gear Solid 6 confirmed. Sojiro is his name.
Sojiro. Hey, I was close.
But yeah, we could have talked with him, and now that we have that DVD player, we can actually watch movies at our house. We'd have to rent them though.
Mm-hmm.
So that's locked out. We can't. The doctor isn't in for us to visit and do confidants with. That's it.
Okay. Should we just call it a night then?
Well, I mean, you always want to be productive in this game, Dio. So I guess I'll go ahead and take over for a minute, and we'll go ahead and clean out some clothes, or clean off some clothes.
Okay.
There we go. We can put up to 4 items in there, and I don't remember which one of these is the strong one, and which one is the weak one. Fuck.
I mean, we probably got the money to fucking wash every single bit of this, huh?
Well, it's not necessarily money. It's more of just, like, time. Because you can only wash 4 at a time, and I think I have, like, 20 of almost all of these. And not only that, but it carries over all of the equipment that you had from last game. So, there's some stuff in here, I'm assuming it's the stuff at the bottom of the list, that is ridiculously strong. And I don't want to get that yet. Let's see, dusty feudal design. Let's go ahead and wash one of that. Heavy armor. Let's wash one of that. And let's wash... I don't fucking know what this is. Men's equipment covered in paint stains. Oh god, that's so fucking expensive, man.
A whole 400.
I know, right?
Oh, it just sits there.
This thing is shaking a bit. Well, I mean, do you leave your dryer unattended?
Well, no, I'm talking about Morgana more than...
Oh, how he just sits on top of the washer.
Mm-hmm.
I feel you.
But no, on that note, I am one of those that I just say fuck it and come back in an hour.
Let's head back.
Yeah. Yeah. I should also stress at this point that if you leave LeBlanc at the end of the day, you don't get to go back.
Okay.
Like, you're essentially soft locked out of it. Going back to LeBlanc will progress the night. So you have to make your decision on if you want to do something inside LeBlanc before you leave.
Okay.
Morning.
Yeah, I see what you mean now, Bio. Is it either, socialize with him or get something else done?
Yep, you want to make the most of your time in this game. What up? I made it. I slept in, so I ran out without eating breakfast. I feel so weak because of it. After I took down Kamoshida, I just felt so spent and out of gas, you know? You get me, right? Do you feel out of gas, Dio? I mean, we've had a whole week to recover, but,
Kind of would be mean to him. You're slacking.
You're too hard on me, man. You're so hard. I mean, we have no guarantee he'll have a change of heart, but the only thing we can do now is wait. Worrying about it makes me even hungrier. I almost misread that it's harder. I guess I'll buy some bread at the school store. They're kids, dude. They're kids.
Ahem.
I love the distinction of early morning and then morning.
Kamashita was really in his element at the volleyball rally the other day. You kids are lucky to receive direct instruction from a world-famous athlete like him. Sports have been regarded as a sacred things that invigorate people since ancient times. So much so that an emperor himself even participated once. Mishima, do you know the name of the Roman emperor who participated in the Olympics? It's Nero. It's good to throw yourself into your club activities, but you shouldn't sacrifice your studies. Oh, sorry. That said, you don't seem too into sports, McWhalen.
Do you know the answer?
Between music, theater, and chariot racing, which sport did Nero win when he participated in the Olympics? Dio?
Chariot racing. Chariot racing. Wait, all of them. I didn't see all of them.
Incorrect. I'm amazed that you made it into this school like that. The answer is all of them.
Damn it, that's convenient. Waiting for all the options to show.
Nero won many awards and all kinds of competitions, all rigged in his favor, of course. Because of these kinds of selfish actions, not to mention a lecherous side, he became well known as a despot. Does that sound familiar? Did the teacher mean to pick someone else? There are definitely people who would have gotten that right. Like me, for example. But no, Dio's in control of this right now, so I guess fuck it. What do I know? That said,
I jumped the gun a little bit.
recently people have begun re-evaluating Nero's reign. I have to be careful. Regardless, though, he was lacking in sportsmanship. He should have taken a page out of Kamashita's book. Haha! I mean, I think he took several pages out.
Don't give us that crap! Kamashita's the real despot!
Really?
Skip right over lunchtime. So was the poor child, I have to say.
Do what?
So was the poor child, I have to say.
What poor child?
I mean, the one with the speech bubble? Okay.
Oh, okay. I mean, I can take a look at it. It's mostly just flavor text and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Mishima? Let's see what he has to say. McWhalen, I never thought it would end up like this. Mr. Kamashita hasn't been coming to school lately. What does this mean for us?
Dude.
It means he's dead! He's motherfucking dead, son! Oh, and Ryuichi isn't here. Well, I guess before you make your decision, let's head down to Station Square real quick. Or, not Station Square, fuck. Well, nah. There we go. So there's a couple things we can do on Central Street. We have DVDs that we can rent from here. Which, might as well rent one or two while I'm here. I need something for Guts. Sure, 4,800. That's not bad for a month, or for a year.
Welcome.
Let's see. Charming, kindness, rigging tools, and gives you Guts. The X folders. I wonder what that's ripping off.
I love these titles that I forget how it went now, but it was Guy McVer instead of
MacGyver. Oh yeah, they did really good with the localization for this game, man. But yeah, we have that. We can rent books from here, which whenever we're at the train station, well, not rent books, but we can buy books.
What can I get you?
And we have a and we have time, we can always sit down and read. There's no real useful books since we have everything already maxed out for that.
The heart.
Mm-hmm. We have the Beef Bowl shop, which whenever time goes by, this place will actually become important. So for right now, but for right now, it's not really that important. We have the diner, which will become somewhat semi-important later. We have the arcade. Can't really do much in there for the moment. We have Big Bang Burger.
Big Bang Burger. Oh,
It's literally called Big Bang Burger. Which, whenever we go in here, we can...
too.
It's beautiful, isn't it? Once we get a certain... Or we can actually use this place to increase our guts. I would say if this was a new game, but since it's a new game plus, we can't really raise our guts with this one anymore. But we can take a challenge in here and get some and get nifty little prizes out of it. So if we're ever looking for something to do at night, that would be the kind of thing. 24-hour shop gives us some general stuff that we can buy for dungeons, as well as the pill shop, and the regular shop. Pretty much the same deal. And here is the other movie theater I was talking about that shows us what movies are playing. And watching them will increase a certain social stat. The Tank Top Millionaire, with money he won on a quiz show, raises your guts, which is good. Alright, so there's that. And then we also, if I remember correctly, whenever you're looking at the map right like this, whenever you see little blue cards right like that, that shows what that there's confidants available in that area. So if we take a look at here, it's probably... actually, I know which one it is. This is the Doctor. So if we want to hang out with her, if we want to do something over here in Yogan Jaya while we have the ability, choice is yours, Dio.
Fuck it. Do you want to stay in the theater?
Sure, I'm down.
Alright.
But before we do that, I want to check something. And it's not going to take up a time slot, so there's no need to worry about that. But
I assume the theater does, though?
You are in charge of all the time-sensitive elements of the game. I'm just in charge of all the small things we do during.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, so it's not available yet. But it will be. But yeah. I still love this fucking music. But this is one of the very... we can actually do this pretty much whenever we go into the Velvet Room. But right here, we actually have the ability to move around. And if we go onto the bed...
That sends us back?
Nope. We just sit down and go to sleep for a bit. We don't have time to be lying around. And we get this. I'm just going to let you read this to see what happens. I feel like I can hear a voice coming from somewhere. Didn't sound too familiar, did it?
No.
So it's an interesting little Easter egg that you're not really supposed to understand in your first playthrough. But it does beg the question of what exactly is the Velvet Room, Dio?
If that's a question, I have no idea as of late. I assume it's some sort of dream state or like subconscious thing,
Well,
but
give me your best guess. Your best educated guess.
best educated guess. If I had to say something, I would say it's like some manifestation of the subconscious or something. Hence why, like, we can, just randomly access it throughout the day. Like, almost, well, and it does. Stuff we say in here matters in the outside world, right?
Not necessarily.
Not really.
I mean, we
I don't
can
know.
change confidants in here, and the confidants that we have in here affect the people we hang out with outside.
Yeah.
But that's about it.
I don't know. This is the one thing that doesn't. Like, I get the whole premise behind, like, it's not castles.
Palaces?
The palaces, yeah, I get the concept behind that, and us going into that, and all the confidant mechanics. But the Velvet Room is just some sort of wrench in that I don't completely understand yet.
So, let me bring you up to speed, Dio.
Mm-hmm.
So, in all of the Persona games, there are two things that are constant.
Mm-hmm.
Number one is that there's always a greater power at work.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily an evil power, but a greater power at work. Number two is the Velvet Room.
Mm-hmm.
This room that you're looking at right now has been in every single Persona game to date.
Mm-hmm.
Even the offshoots. But it hasn't had the same form. And
So it's not always a prison? Or...
it's not always a prison. In the first game, it was a... what's the name of those? It's not a ballroom. It's like one of those places where you can sit down and listen to people perform live music.
Like, got like a speakeasy, I guess? I don't know.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And in that place, there was Igor, which is a constant.
Mm-hmm.
There was someone dressed in blue. And there were two other people. And those two people are actually present in this game, even though you can't see them.
Mm-hmm.
And they're present in the music that you hear. I can't remember off the top of my head what the names of them were, but there's one woman that sings the vocals, and one man that plays the piano. And what they do is they give Igor the power to manifest Arcanas into personas that we can use. The power of the Velvet Room comes from one of the higher powers of Persona 1. I wish I could remember his name. I remember that I'm pretty sure that it starts with an M. It's not Matthias. It's not Melodius.
Thuzla? I don't know.
No. I'll think about it in a second. But the original Persona game started out with a bargain.
Mm-hmm.
A bargain between two greater beings. Not necessarily gods, but greater beings. One being said that humanity would be able to adapt, change by itself. And it would be able to uphold, or humanity would always, while they may not always make the right choices, they would always be able to persevere.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas the other god said that humans needed to be commanded. Humans needed to be reined in and taught how to do things. And those two gods set out a wager. Have you ever heard of the trial of Job?
Dope. Yeah. The one where basically the devil, goes to God and is like, hey, let me put him through all these trials and tribulations, see if he's still faithful, and, God's like, have at it. And then, sure enough, devil makes good on his side of the deal, but Job still stays faithful the entire time.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I'm currently looking into the name of the other guy.
No worries. I tried to do a little bit
Philemon.
of that myself.
That's what his name was.
Oh,
Philemon.
okay.
So, one god was named Philemon, and one god was named Nyarlathotep. Or Nyarlathotep. Something. You should know him. Right, Dio?
I was about to say, that's a Lovecraftian name, is it not?
Mm-hmm. So,
Which I've heard that pronounced Nyarlathotep.
Nyarlathotep. Anyways, but yeah. So Philemon was on the side of the humans being able to govern themselves, whereas Nyarla was on the opinion of humans should be controlled. So the two of them devised a game, with one major restriction. Neither of them were allowed to openly interfere with the human world. Nyarlathotep took that as him being able to influence humans in a manner of dreams, and through provocation, and by giving them power. Philemon created servants, and those servants created the Velvet Room. So the Velvet Room here takes the figure of whatever in this game it's called the Trickster. For the most general term, it's called the Wild Card. It's the person who can make all the personas and take them on their own will. And it takes the form of whatever their heart is supposed to become in the future. In Persona 1, it's said that in Persona 1 and Persona 2, that is the truest form of what the Velvet Room is supposed to look like, because in Persona 1 and 2, Philemon still had a major role to play. And because he had a major role to play, there were several wild cards. Not just one. Taking notes?
I think I'm up to speed.
You better. So, it wasn't until Persona 3 that things started getting a little bit more localized, and things started forming around exactly what the main character was supposed to think and feel. And in Persona 3 and Persona 4 and Persona 5, the Velvet Room takes on the shape of whatever the main character is supposed to become in the future. So what does that say about this? Well, not necessarily what he's supposed to become in the future, but a reflection of who he truly is.
Oh, so it runs off of our, basically probationary status. And we're always going to be a criminal to some extent.
And how did we get into this position, Dio? Do you remember?
By trying to exact justice.
Was justice served on us coming into the situation that we are now?
In the most petty of ways, I would say yes.
How so?
Because, yes, you're acting in defense, but you're still assaulting a person. That's why I say in the most petty and,
but
letter of the law sort of ways. But
if we were to take what the memory of our protagonist actually is for truth, then that man was also assaulting someone. And as far as we know, that man had malicious intent, whereas we had defensive intent.
Fair
so
enough.
Who's in the right there?
So, I feel like there's an absolute of us being right, but we're a prisoner. Okay, is this some sort of more hierarching, we're a prisoner of the system or something like that?
Is it? I'm not going to give you any details on that. Okay. I'm asking you questions and trying to have you come to your own conclusion.
Okay, that's where I don't know. It almost seems to, your line of questioning and what I'm seeing is putting me towards, some sort of path of, we're kind of a prisoner of, how the world sees us, I guess. Because it's we may do we may do justice on our own part and in our own minds, but it's like, you know, the
But-
rest of the world doesn't see it that way.
How does our doing justice in our own right reflect on this room? Because right now, I can see what you're saying as far as the world viewing us as a prisoner, seeing as how we're locked in a cell, we're chained up, we have a ball and chain around, or, well, we used to have a ball and chain around our legs. But I can see that part of what you're saying. But where's the part of us being able to liberate, or us doing justice in our own right? Where's that imagery?
Could it be a bound or like a binding to duty? Or am
Like
I going down the wrong trail?
Like us, are you saying like us being chained to our fate?
Yeah,
Well,
in a way. Because it's like, yes, in a technicality, we had, you know, agency to go about and, you know, be defensive, and also, for instance, you know, go and destroy the palace and everything. But it's also like, was that really of our agency, or are we duty bound to do these things?
so you're asking, so what you're essentially saying is that what we are is a prisoner to fate.
I guess I am boiling this down to a free will question.
Whether or not we actually have free will, which would be indicative to the chains and the cell that we have. Not only would it be representing what exactly humanity views us as a criminal, but the fact that there's so many chains around and the fact that we're also imprisoned here means that we could also be imprisoned by fate to carry out a specific duty, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's a good point. I like that. You're starting to infer a little bit better. Which is a hell of a leap from where we started. But yeah. So we'll leave the Velvet Room at this for right now.
Alright.
And let you go through that. And as we go through the story, I'll ask you more questions, and I'll question you again to see if you keep your ideals.
Okay.
But yeah, for the moment, let's watch a movie.
After that deep contemplation, let's go to the lobby.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby and ignore our confidants. Wham wham.
So much prize money. It's just not possible. You must have cheated.
No, it wasn't cheating. It was destiny.
Can you tell what movie they're trying to rip off? How does a little kid like him have guts like that? Could really feel the courage of that boy as his attitude towards life. Rank up, rank up. Fuck you! Damn it. Oh well. But yeah, we even watched the credits all the way through to the very end.
Let's head back.
So can you tell what movie they're ripping off?
I tried to turn my audio up, I couldn't hear it.
Slumdog Millionaire. If you remember
Damn.
that one.
Mm-hmm.
You heard about any of that, or have you heard anything about stuff happening to Kamoshida? Have you, Dio?
I mean, in a way, like, knowing that he wasn't there, what's wrong?
I guess I probably should have just asked you about this at school.
You probably should have. Did a lot easier. Do you need something?
I don't know. I'm just feeling kind of anxious. I keep thinking about how, even with all you did, we might still end up getting expelled. My mom's totally gonna suffer if that happens. Plus, if we couldn't even help An or Suzui...
Let's see. We'll deal if we need to. I mean, no reason to be too optimistic.
Guess I just gotta accept any fate. Now's not really the time to be getting pessimistic about this. Anyways, I'm feeling a little better now that I talked to you about this. Thanks, man. Oh, and don't tell Ann I was doubting us, okay? She won't have anyone to rely on if we're getting all worried about this shit. Well, see ya. Don't mind if you use the coffee maker, just clean up when you're done. Alright. So, we have a DVD that we rented on Guts. We can make coffee now.
Okay.
And we can also hang out with Sojiro, and there's stuff we can do outside. What's your position, Dio?
Well, since we kind of left, gave him the cold shoulder last night, let's hang out with Sojiro.
Alrighty. You don't work, you don't eat. Ever heard that phrase before? If you're up for it, why don't you learn how to work better? I feel like my bond with Sojiro will grow stronger soon. What are you going to do? Will you help the Chief out?
Well, yeah.
Alright. What Arcana do you think he's going to be? I told you to do research on the Arcana, Dio. The Fool's Journey, remember?
Yeah, I know. I would think it would even be.
We've already found the Chariot, the Magician, and the Fool.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 3 out of 22. Nope. Emperor's actually coming up here pretty soon.
Oh, okay.
But I do like that guess of the Emperor. Do you know why I like that guess?
Why is that?
Well, I want you to actually guess. I want to see what you know about the Arcana.
Oh, you called my bluffs left and right.
Mm-hmm. I told you to do research on this and you fucking didn't.
Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. I don't know, just off of my lackluster knowledge, I was gonna took the Emperor as like a more order and decency are the best words that I can put to it, and he's just a very like straightforward, very strict sort of, caretaker, which I believe is a part of the Arcana too, is the fact that yes, there's strictness, but there's also benevolence to go along with it, which he, expresses both of those.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're pretty close. In the Fool's Journey, both the Emperor and the Empress are I guess, identified as the Fool's mother and father. They're the first people that he really interacts with, and they're the people that enact. They're the people that are absolute law in his eyes.
Mm-hmm.
What they say goes. The Emperor is the father figure, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And he does, like you said, he does represent both authority and benevolence. There is a there's a very hardened side of him that enacts the law, but there's also a benevolent side of him that also shows you the love and care that you need as a child. And he teaches you how to essentially listen to society and learn the rules. Sojiro is not the Emperor. Put your stuff back down, or put your stuff down and come here. It's about time one of the regulars arrives. She's a talkative one.
Well,
Now then, since you're going to be working in my store, I'll need to hammer home the basics. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Making coffee?
Yep. Glad to see you at least understand that much. The store is not the busiest around, but I'm real particular about how we do things here. And I'll kick you out, no questions asked, if you serve a bad cup. You got that?
Let me tell you, So-chan definitely takes things right with his coffee. It goes so well that with his special curry, I can't help but order the set meal every time.
Coffee and curry? Huh?
Mm-hmm. What can I say?
Alright.
Each of my regulars gets an experience personally tailored to them.
Can you tell me the key to that wonderful flavor, Sochan? I'd love to make it at home sometime.
I gotta come up with another girl voice. Sorry, that's a trade secret. You're free to try and guess based on taste, though.
Cheapskate!
No, that's more Toad territory.
Keeping secrets from me even though you know your food's already stolen my heart.
How about a nice dessert, then? It's only 300 yen. Good salesman, too. When you run a shop, you get all sorts of customers. Knowing their personalities is absolutely vital. That's what being in food service is all about. Welcome. You. Hello there. It's been quite a while, Sakura-san. I heard you opened up a shop, so here I am. I would have been hurt to mention it, or it wouldn't have hurt to mention it to me, though. Huh. You've got a real nice location here. Right by the station and everything.
$20 he's the mafia, because that's totally just Italian mafia, like, stereotype. Oh, this is an awfully nice place.
You're barking up the wrong confidant there.
Really?
Your order? No small talk? That's cold. Oh, but the smell sure brings back memories. Still making that curry, huh? I guess you haven't gotten over her yet. Your order, sir? So pushy. I just stopped in to say hi today. But I'll be back again soon. Bye. I don't know where he caught wind of this place.
I think that seems suspicious.
I guess you have an eye for some things after all. Anyways, if you have time for questions, you have time to be learning about bean types. You're not going to be of any use to me if you can't pick up on the ABCs sometime soon. Besides, ladies love a guy who knows his coffee. This isn't much of a bad deal for you.
I want the ladies to love me.
If only you were this obedient all the time. Either way, I'm gonna teach you right. That way I'll be able to sit back and relax while you work. I feel like my bond with Sojiro is growing deeper. So, Coffee Basics allows us to make coffee that restores SP to one ally.
Interesting.
Yep, useful, right? And we can now brew coffee at LeBlanc. Oh, is it time already? Let's start closing up. No slacking off. Got it? Hanging out with Sojiro has improved my kindness, even though it's already at max. All right. So we got that now.
Oh, cool.
Hey, it's me. Guess this number works. I forgot to ask for your cell phone number, so I had to dig it out of your papers. A real hassle, let me tell you. Anyway, you done closing up yet? I'm gonna have you handle that from now on, so you better learn from now. Seems like you're a quick study, so I hope you've got the hang of it.
We'll be nice. Just say we got it.
Don't forget it. Once you're a little more settled in, I'm gonna have you doing more chores. But man, not sure how I feel about calling up a guy's phone. Remember that, Dio? Because he never saves guys' phones onto his number? Anyhow, we'll get the routine ground into you. That way, I might be able to take it I might be able to take it easy. All right, don't stay up too late. Him and his Michael Jackson fucking outfit.
Mm-hmm. Hey, he looks fly in that shit.
I know, right? I hear good things about that Sunday TV shopping show. Want to check it out sometime? So he actually brought up something really cool, which is every Sunday, which happens to be our day off from school, we can take a look at the TV and take a look at the stuff that they have. And we can buy it, and sometimes it'll be charms, sometimes it'll be gifts, sometimes it'll be, consumables. Always useful. Hi everyone, it's time to do some shopping! Here's what we've got for you today! Oh, so this is the shopping channel that everyone's been talking about. Yep. First, let me introduce you to the Spring Awake set. You'll never have to fear falling asleep again. It comes with 1 caffeine patch and 10 white eye drops and 10 hot and sour tea. What an incredible deal! But that's not all we've got. Here's our next set, the Sheriff Spring set. It's great for those who are concerned about their health and stamina. Includes 5 Sakura Mochi, 1 Spring Fruit Pack, and 1 Party in a Can, all in one.
Party in a can, hot damn, I'm sold.
I know, right? Wow, they're both such great items. I can't decide which one to get. Alright, this is a limited item. Today's the one and only day it'll be available. And, of course, the price is just right. You won't see this kind of deal ever again. Oh, the phones are already ringing off the hook. Only a few remaining. Now's your final chance to buy. Apparently, the phones are ringing non-stop. If we buy one, then the others will probably be sold out before we can get it. So we have a choice between 1 or 2. And this is my choice, not yours. Fuck you. So, if I remember correctly, the Spring Awake set came with an actual accessory, whereas the Sheriff Spring only came with a couple of consumables. So I'm actually going to take the Spring Awake set. Because I totally can't afford the other one. Oh, another buyer's just called in. Thank you so much! Ah, they both sold out! That last customer was extraordinarily lucky! We'll try to get your order to you as quickly as possible. Goodbye for now! We'll see you again next time with another fabulous product! Goodbye for now! Now all we have to do is wait for it to arrive. Alright. So it should arrive, it probably does arrive tomorrow, if I remember correctly. We can't hang out with Sojiro just yet. We have 1 message from the doctor, and she's the only confidant available. So you want to hang out with her, or do you want to do something else?
Yeah, let's go visit her.
Alrighty.
Have you had any side effects since then? Passed out at all? I'd like to check you out, just in case. I don't have any patience.
Do what?
I love how the hot pump doctor sounds like fucking Marge.
Exactly.
Could you stop by the clinic?
Kimiki is waiting for us at the clinic. Let's go.
Okay, I'll be waiting.
Trying not to slip into my fucking Toad voice as much as possible.
In spring, one sleeps a sleep that knows no dawn, huh? Ah, God, I need a nap. Or at least some good old-fashioned caffeine in my system.
My current level of guts, I should be able to handle that medicine. I should suggest a clinical trial.
So, what are you here for today?
Yeah, I want to do Christ Almighty.
A critical trial.
Uh-huh.
I developed a new medicine. Could you come to the back?
I can come to your back any day, Makoto. I feel I can become closer with Oh, her name's not Makoto, it's Takemi, goddammit! Thanks to the death persona, McCoy. I feel like my bond with Takemi will grow stronger soon. Makoto will become important later on. Anyways, so what are you going to do? Want to hang out with Takemi? Well, Neo?
Hang out with her.
Alrighty.
Please head to the exam room.
In that case, I'm going to start setting up. So go wait in the examination room.
She just comes out with a Texas challenge. Well, I'm gonna walk around. Let me know when you're ready to leave.
Somehow persists as being a theme throughout our streams.
No, right?
Somehow comes up like every other week.
Well, I mean, she's gothic. It's not that far of a stretch to say she's into BDSM.
I mean, fair enough.
Here you go. I've made various adjustments to the previous drug, based on your trial results. Alright, drink it. Down in one gulp.
A powerful taste, both sour and bitter, overwhelms me. The smell is terrible. I'm having a hard time breathing. Just gotta give him the crib or the signature Dio. Hup, hup. I'm in trouble.
Oh, I don't feel so good.
Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good.
Your reaction to it is absolutely perfect. You feel a bit dazed, hmm? Yes, I mixed in some special components. I mixed in love nectar.
Anyways,
Okay, I thought that was an actual dialogue point. I was about to say, I'm fucking done.
Okay, let's take your temperature and blood pressure. I'm also going to draw some blood. I also want to perform a few motor skill tests, but those might be too much for you right now. Anyway, since we're in the final stages, I should first stabilize the fundamental formula.
oh, so you are here.
What?
It's enough of a suave male voice.
I'm in the middle of an examination. I've told you before, officer, if you want to investigate me, you need to show me a warrant.
I'm here because we received a report. I'll need to see a detailed statement of medical expenses and full medical records. I bet you didn't have enough time to hide any incriminating documents, huh?
Must be under the orders of the medical chief of staff. Here you go.
Oh.
This kid here is my only patient today. If you're asking for his medical expenses, I'm guessing I'm under suspension of improper billing. But without a receipt, I'd say you've been sent on a wild goose chase.
What's going on here?
You're being manipulated. That report is fictitious. It's nothing but an attempt to harass me. Mhm.
What? Hey, you! What are you hiding here? You don't seem to be sick. Are you up to something illegal?
Okay, this is not my option, but I love that it's an option to say that we're on a fucking date.
Exactly. Here at a clinic.
We're just about to head out. So, is there anything else you want? As you can see, I'm pretty busy here.
Fine. You're infuriating, you know that? Oh, but I'd expect nothing else from the plague.
I'm so over this.
So Missy has a nickname, huh? I don't know. I don't feel like she'd like talking about that.
Well, I mean, Dio, let me put it this way. She dresses as a goth, and her arcana is literally death.
Yeah. Yeah. Fair enough. You know what? Let's ask her about it. The plague.
Oh,
Yeah. And could you not say that in front of me? It's a sore subject.
Nice going, Dio. You got nothing out of that.
It's nothing to worry about. I'm sure it was my former superior who made that false report. You eavesdropped on our conversation the other day, remember? He's just trying to put pressure on me by having the police investigate me and my practice. Homie!
way.
Anyway, I need to draw some blood. There'll be some mild anemia, but only temporarily. You'll be fine. It's part of our deal, remember?
You pissed her off, Dio.
Oops. I felt like that was the baddest thing to ask, but oh well.
I mean, let me put it this
Curiosity
way.
killed the
Remember
cat.
whenever I said that having a death arcana or having an arcana that matches the person you're hanging out with at least guarantees you 1 point? We got 0 points out of that, which means there was literally negative points that you could have earned.
Oops.
I like kids who listen to their superiors. Enjoy your medication. Now drop your pants.
Feels like my bond with Kemi is growing even steeper. Rank 2.
All right.
We got somewhere with that at least.
Yep.
I'm going to draw more blood than usual since you're healthy and all.
Yeah, you really pissed her off.
Only kidding. Okay, please lie down. You can go home once I'm done.
I feel like it has increased my guts. Rank up, rank up, rank up. Fuck you!
Take care.
All right, take care. Hi, my little guinea pig. You just get home, or you get home safely? You still seemed kind of dizzy when you left, so I figured I'd check in. You know how it is. Some patients get sick on their way back home.
I think I have superpowers.
Huh. So you sound fine enough to joke at least. Maybe I should up the dosage next time.
Oops.
I think you'll be okay, but call me if you start feeling sick. Okay, I'm looking forward to our next clinical trial.
I'm getting too old for this shit.
Do we ever figure out what she's like trying to make, or like is this just
All we know for now is it's some sort of super drug.
okay?
As we go along with her story, if you should choose to progress it, we'll find out exactly why she's making it. We'll find out everything about her. Including her 3 sizes. Oh!
Country go to hell. Oh.
Yeah, most of the time, whenever it comes to this kind of stuff, it's mostly just flavor text.
Yeah.
Not really that important, so I don't think about it too much. Alright, so it's Sunday evening. We can still do stuff in here. We can't travel
Yeah.
anymore. We can make coffee, we can make stuff up here, and we can watch that DVD. What plans?
Let's watch the DVD then.
I've got a good
Try to
idea.
get some more guts.
Bring me that chair, the one in the corner. You can reach the beam on the ceiling if you stand on this chair, right? Don't worry, just go with
Should
it.
be able to.
Alright, let's train your body using that ceiling beam. You're not doing anything right now. There's no harm in training. I'm going to whip you into shape. You better be prepared. Okay, so that basically said if we use the chair, we can train and increase our max health. If I'm being completely honest, it doesn't fucking help. I think at the maximum, it gives you like 12 max HP.
Okay, and like, just the way he worded that, like, I don't know. For some reason, my brain went to, are we training for our suicide? Like, is there a reason we need to reach this? Like, we tied a rope around it, but I don't know.
I know, right? Now I'm gonna teach you how to tie a noose. Your dexterity level is high enough for that. But yeah, so whenever it comes to movies, there's a certain amount of times we have to watch it before we actually get the benefits off of it. And that much is accentuated by the amount of DVD symbols we see. So we have
So
to
we
watch this thing.
2 seasons of the X-Folders.
Yep, before we can actually get our guts. You still want to watch that DVD?
Yeah.
Alright, let's give it a watch. Since there's obviously nothing else we could have done with tonight.
You think aliens did this?
I've heard it all before, Scalzi. But just look at these bodies. They can't be from Earth.
It's a story about an investigator who searches for the truth behind eerie supernatural incidents. The atmosphere of this show is so ominous, I'm getting creeped out. That was so intense I could barely breathe through all that. Bet you summoned a little more guts by watching this drama. Come on, rank up, rank up, rank up! Fuck you! Well, it's starting to get late. Let's head to bed soon, okay?
Love how he's just doing the lazy cat. Just,
I know, right? There's one hand on his stomach like a man. Is he a cat, Dio?
Yes, he's a cat. Cats do that sometimes.
We were able to grab a
I've
seat.
tricked him, I can't do
Why
that.
don't you read something until we get done? Alright, might as well read this, since I got nothing fucking better to do. Oh yeah, we can also rent books from the school library. Just a heads up. I don't know if I want to order food or not. What the fucking time is it? It's 11 o'clock? Fuck it, that's pizza o'clock.
Pizza o'clock. When the fuck does your pizza shop close, huh?
Like 1 on weekends?
Oh yeah, fair enough. It is the weekend.
Yeah, I mean, did you forget that it was fucking Friday, Dio?
Yeah, kinda.
Hey, guess what? I'm thinking of going for a career on quiz shows. There's this show.
Don't shoot too high there.
There's this movie called Tank Top Millionaire at the theater at Central Street. You mean the one where the boy rises from rags to riches by winning on a quiz show? Sheesh. You get way too much into those stories. How about studying for exams before you think about the quiz shows? Ugh, you got me there. I still need to study for high school, Dio. So I don't know if you know this or not, but I never finished. Sounds like that movie could change your worldview. Watching movies in the theater sounds like a special experience. What kind of movies do you like, Dio?
You know, we're gonna go with comedy.
Alrighty. Whatever floats your boat! Seriously? Well, that might actually suit you, surprisingly enough. I turn back into a human. How about you and I make our comedic duo debut on the silver screen? Is he a cat, Dio?
He's a cat.
Either
He's
way,
lying
we
to
should check
himself.
out the theater every now and then since they're always showing new films. I mean, he says he's human, so... And he can speak like a human.
Yeah, he's still a fucking cat.
I was reading the
I was reading the essays you turned in the other day, and everyone's writing is so sloppy. I could care less indicates that that you still have some cares left to give. It's I couldn't care less. I've seen this a lot these days where people are using a phrase differently from the real meaning. Reminds me of something I've been hearing politicians saying. My country, right or wrong. They wouldn't be saying it so stubbornly if they knew how it was originally used. Alright, Takamaki. Could you tell me how its meaning has changed? Huh? Oh, yeah, I mean...
Hey, wait!
Hey, Leon is obviously panicking. Be a good guy and help her out. Alright, Dio.
Oh,
This is gonna be
what is she
pointless.
even talking about? I don't know politics. Crap. Hey, Duff. Can you give me a hint here? What's that phrase originally meant to convey? My country, right or wrong?
Let's see what the options are first. Doubting your country.
Is that it? I don't know. What's that phrase originally meant to convey? My country, right or wrong?
Come on, Dio, use that inference you're so fucking proud of.
Okay, my country, right or wrong? Is it the... Okay, I feel like it's not the obvious answer, but, okay, unquestionably supported.
All right. Like, it doesn't matter what they do, you'll always support it. But the original meaning is different, so I guess it'd be something like,
You have duty to correct it?
This is it.
Exactly.
That's correct! The phrase was originally meant to inspire you to take up responsibility for keeping your country on the right path.
Ooh.
The full quote is, my country, right or wrong, if right to be kept right, and if wrong to be set right. So you can see the original was was more about taking personal responsibility for your country's future. Unfortunately, these days it's used more to justify blind support instead of actually fixing social issues.
Thanks.
Wow! I was so not ready for that. You saved me. Thanks a bunch. Uh-huh.
Nice going.
Nice. Lady Hun seems really relieved. I like how I have like 3 voices for fucking women. It's like Marge Simpson, Mickey Mouse, and fucking Toad.
There's slight deviations for each one.
I know, right? An increased star charm, which is fucking shit.
I feel like that's like your blood type for everybody. It's like, which voice do you get? Do you get Marge or do you get Toad?
Do you get Marge, Toad, or Mickey Mouse? I use some fresh air. Take me somewhere outside. Alright, outside we go.
Round the outside, round the outside.
Take him round the back. Ryuji's not here to hang out. Yeah! And neither is the Doctor. Oh, yeah! So what should we do?
What? Can we hang out with Sojima?
Nope.
Excuse me?
He's only available at night.
Okay.
We can borrow books from the library and do stuff.
Man.
But if we study here, we can increase our knowledge and guts.
Here.
I'm gonna go ahead and borrow that so that I can increase my guts. If we
legend.
we can also go down to Shibuya. We can take a look at the, or we can go to the theater and watch that movie again, or we can go to like Big Bang Burger and do stuff there.
Okay, let's go to Big Bang
Possibilities are
Burger.
endless. Do what?
Let's go to Big Bang Burger.
All right. Where the fuck is Big Bang Burger? Right, it's down here. The giant burger on the map.
Mm-hmm.
Now travel to Big Bang Burger. All right. Welcome to Big Bang Burger. Open 24 hours a day because there's no day or night in space. We're now offering a new limited edition spring item, the Earth Burger. What can I get for you?
Christ almighty.
Ah,
Okay.
crap. We can't actually do anything at Big Bang Burger yet.
No? Okay.
Yeah. So our choices are movie theater or whatever is at Yoganjaya. Just like baseball and
Baseball.
I think that's about it.
and,
Yeah, pretty much. There's not much to do in Yoganjaya.
Yeah. Fuck it, let's go to the theater then.
Alright. Let's raise our guts even more, shall we?
Yep.
Want to see it again? This movie can teach you how to improve your guts. You need to buy a ticket if you want to go there. $1,500. I don't know if we can afford it.
Oof.
It's really biting into our wallet now, man.
Mm-hmm. Just gotta, cure a craving for the cinema, though.
I think the maximum amount of times you can actually watch one movie in a week is 2.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Alright.
use both movie tickets. Kid seriously has guts. And it's diminishing returns on the second time. So the first time we got 2. This time we only get 1. Hey, we ranked up!
Hey.
Guts is now max. Yeah, fuck you, game! Only needed like 5 points on my initial playthrough. You can suck a goddamn dick.
Oh.
You're back. Hey.
Package came for you. Can't imagine what you bought. Let's see what's inside. We got the caffeine patch, and we got white-eye drops, and we got hot sour tea. Alright, awesome. So we got Sojiro to hang out with, we got Toffee to... or what?
Hot and sour tea? Like, what the fuck even is that?
I mean, it's Earl Grey tea. What the fuck are you talking about? It's hot and it's
okay.
sour.
No wonder. I fucking hate Earl Grey. No wonder.
Yeah, because you're a fucking hipster. Who doesn't know good taste if it fucking bit you in the ass?
Okay, I have, like, some doubt that you've even, like, tasted Earl Grey in your life.
Do you even know who I grew up with?
Fair enough.
I had a hipster fucking father!
Fair enough.
For the longest time, his favorite artist was Elton John, and he liked to make tea. That was in the 2010s, motherfucker!
But yeah.
Who the hell is obsessed with Elton John in 2010?
Fair enough. But,
Anyways, but yeah, we can hang out with Sojiro, we can make coffee, we can watch that movie, we can make tools, we can also go out and do stuff outside. Choice is yours, Dio.
let's hang with Sojiro. I like that.
Alright. Hey, are you brewing coffee? Taught you how, so go ahead and give it a try. Well, if you want to help out with the work around the shop, I'm fine with that too. So, how about it? Don't think my bond with Sojiro will deepen just yet.
I don't know, fuck it, we'll still help him out.
Alright. Put your stuff down and grab an apron. Don't forget to wash your hands.
You filthy animal.
I know, right? Sojiro's guidance was extremely precise. I did just as he told me. I haven't drank enough for this. Hey, thanks for helping out. But yeah, so if you don't actually have enough time or enough confidant points to rank up, you'll get small cutscenes like that where you'll just get like 1 or 2 points.
Crowded as ever
Oh,
today, huh?
okay.
How do you
Makes
like
sense.
being packed in like sardines, city style?
Ooh.
I bet you've had enough. I don't mean to joke around.
There's the blonde
I
girl.
don't know what to do. I get anxious unless I'm doing something. Yet here I am, suddenly with nothing to do. It's so awful just waiting for the results, isn't it? It's so...
It's so worrying, dude.
I'm worried too.
You too, huh? Of course you are. Sorry for asking such a... Guess all we can do is wait. I wonder how Shiho's condition is too. Man, all this heavy talk first thing in the morning. Both of us need to switch gears.
Yep. So yeah, we get small flavor text like that from time to time as well.
Makes
So,
sense.
Yeah.
Little
I mean,
stuff
it's
to
just
liven it up.
I like how we've been doing this for like what, an hour or two now, and we've only gone through like 3 days.
Bullshitting away the game.
Yep. We can't hang out with Ryuji anymore. We can't go to the theater. What's your call, Dio?
Damn.
Ryuji's sick and tired of hanging out with us. We smell funny.
See if I ever hang out with you again. I'm joking.
I mean, technically you don't have to, but that kind of screws me over.
You don't want to make this a hardcore run.
Not hardcore, just kind of a pain in the ass to deal with.
Yeah, fair enough. Let's see.
I've told you multiple times what our options are. If you can't remember them, that's fucking on you.
Can we try the batting cage? Or was it batting cage?
Batting
cage
cages over in Yogan Jaya?
Yeah.
Sure. Let's give him a shot. It's been a long time since I've actually done the batting cages, so I don't know if I can actually hit any home runs. Let's take a look.
Gonna test your skill.
I know, right? I haven't seen you before. In case you didn't know, the service here changes depending on the time of day. Increase your... you'll face a total of 5 pitches. Hitting all 5 pitches will get you the slugger prize. If you hit a home run, you'll get the home run prize. Activities available change according to the time of day. At night, there are no prizes, but you can swing as much as you want. Also, if you hit 3 home runs, you'll receive a coupon for a free daytime session. During the day, you can win prizes based on your performance, but at night you don't. So, for beginners, ball speed is 43 miles per hour. Adjust the angle so that you can hit it and press X whenever you get into the right spot.
Ooh, that seems finicky.
It's not bad. It'd be a lot better if I was sober.
This is the true sobriety test.
I know, right?
Hey.
I'm gonna miss all 5 of them, aren't I? Yep. I'm gonna miss all 5 of them.
Damn.
Purely and simply because all of my controllers have fucking drift. Like you saw it fidgeting, didn't you?
I saw that mid fidgeting like a madman.
Yeah, I'll keep playing. It's only 500. Fuck it. I'm gonna get a home run prize.
Not like that, you alright.
Damn, so close.
Hey.
Oh, so you have to get it right in that target to get a home run?
Yep.
Oh.
I love how this is the one thing that we don't change for either. It's just,
I mean, we're in a school uniform. Does it really fucking matter? We're gonna go home and fucking wash our clothes anyways.
Fair enough. Oh yeah, by the way, do we have to yank all that out of the washer? Or does it just come with us?
It's already come out.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I remember that animation now.
Oh.
I remember having that question, I didn't pose it until now. But yeah. A hell of a time to think about it 2 days later.
Damn it! Did you see how close I got to that home run? That should have been a home run.
Oh, that was close. Like, you hit it, just not initially.
Mm-hmm.
Nice going.
So yeah, technically as our proficiency rises, we should have more chances to actually do that. Since it's already at max, we have the maximum amount of times we can do it.
You're back.
So this turned from Persona to Batting Simulator. Oh,
I know, right?
okay.
No, I told you. We already hit the max.
Yeah.
So, what's our plan for tonight, Dio?
Well, I was gonna say watch our DVD, but we already maxed out on guns.
I mean, nothing wrong with it, but
Yeah.
it's up to you. What do you want to do? We can make some coffee, we can hang out with Sojiro.
Make some coffee.
Alright. This is gonna be interesting. Right. So, whenever there's still customers, we have to talk to them to fucking tell them to get the fuck out.
Pompous customer.
Yep. We have to essentially exhaust their dialogue, and then we can actually start using the Blanc. So, let's brew some coffee, shall we? Know how to brew coffee? Help yourself to the beans on the shelves. I'll show you how each kind of bean is different later. Alright, I'm heading out to buy cigarettes. And he never returned. I love the smell of good coffee.
Yes. All right.
I love how he's got all the old-fashioned tools to make coffee. Like, there's not a single fucking, like, machine in there.
I know, right? Master coffee, what? Looks like the chief's gentlemanly charm is running off on you. Oh man, if only there was another rank of charm I could go to. Oh man! Looks like you're doing well. Here, let me have a sip.
You're... Okay. I was about to say your feed's gone, but...
It's aroma. Soft richness. You use Blue Mountain, huh?
Let me explain.
This is gonna be important later, Dio. I want you to write this down. The Blue Mountain of Jamaica, or the Blue Mountains of Jamaica, have a unique climate and volcanic soil advantageous for growing their famous high-quality coffee. The coffee undergoes a rigorous inspection process and is harvested in small quantities. This produces a rich coffee with a full aroma. Flavor profile is bland. You should practice more to bring out the roast's full potential. Although I see you're preparing the cup the way I taught you, I'll acknowledge your hard work. Did you see that, Dio?
Mm-hmm.
You look like a real barista. Standing at the counter like that. Seems like you're following all the rules and instructions I gave you. Can't believe this kid in front of me is a troublemaker with a criminal record. Well, there's no need to have a lengthy conversation about this. Just keep up with your training. You have the opportunity to learn. You should take up some time for yourself and keep improving. People would treat you with respect if they knew you could serve a great coffee.
Well then.
You should rest now.
I think they overestimate coffee around here, but okay.
I don't know, man. It's a coffee shop. He's raising us to be the next coffee maker.
Fair enough.
Coffee connoisseur. Oh.
I got a chance to talk to this girl the other day. We had an amazing conversation after I brought up some of the stuff I read about. We're gonna go out somewhere together soon.
Well, don't get ahead of yourself because it happened to go well. Look, knowledge isn't
The way
enough.
Sojiro
You
talks,
need proficiency to adapt
coffee
on
and
the
cut
fly.
start with the same letter.
You also need
I know, right?
to accept it.
Gotta get that coffee if you want that cunt.
Plus, draw people to you. The quality of your character says a lot about you.
So these guys are basically just breaking the rundown of exactly how important social stats are for people. Now that we've got all of them maxed out, we don't have to fucking worry about that anymore.
Who's hygienic.
Ain't it great?
Nice.
This applies to you too.
Does it apply to me, Dio? Is it important for me to raise my social stats anymore?
Of course.
Of course! Oh, you
It must be
fucking
the
idiot.
pinnacle of society.
Morning.
We have to be super smart, as well as charming, intelligent, willing to take a punch, and also super kind. So if we do end up decking someone, we gotta offer them a hand up.
Just remember,
Ooh, there's been a lot of dire news lately. Ooh, with the train accident and the volleyball team incident, people are theorizing that it's these sudden psychotic breakdowns, but the cause is still unknown.
Why are we talking about news in class, miss?
We don't keep up with current events, miss. None of us own a TV. For instance, a McWhalen, please look at this. It's said that you only need a few colors in order to paint so that adjacent colors are clearly separated. Do you know the name of the theorem named after this number? Do you, Dio?
What number are we talking about?
Only a few numbers known.
Fuck it, 4-color theorem. I don't know. I'm no artist.
That's correct.
Hey.
I suppose the 4-color theorem is common sense. It only takes an idiot to figure that out. As you can see, any flat image, a map of the world or anything, can be painted using only 4 colors. As many people have realized this principle based on experience since ancient times. Moreover, it's difficult to prove, and was an unsolved problem for a long time.
Wow, really? McWhalen seems kind of smart, doesn't he?
nice going.
It was dumb luck, I assure you.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, you must be really smart to be able to answer a question like that.
Yeah,
Oh look,
we're,
an increase to a social stat we don't need.
Woo! We're even smarter.
I hope the psychotic breakdowns don't just end up as another unsolved mystery. Our heart hurts just thinking about the economic losses this string of incidents has caused.
Why is there, like, a news update? Like, a quick little, like, trivia fact, and then another news update. Like, what the
Well,
fuck
I
is
mean,
this classroom?
If I'm being completely honest, the psychotic breakdowns have been a thing since the beginning of the game. Remember?
Yeah, I know, but, like, why is that still being brought up in class? Like, is it just supposed to be, like, small talk flavoring, or, like, I don't know.
A little bit of both.
It's just rubbing me the wrong way, that's all I'm saying.
Anyway,
But,
speaking of rubbing you the wrong way, are you going to hang out with the doctor or the boy today?
Gonna hang out with the doc, since we fucked up last time.
I've made some enhancements to the medicine from the other day. I think it's ready. You want to come over and test it out? I didn't put anything dangerous in it. You should be okay.
Should be.
Feel like my bond with her will go stronger soon. Should we hang out with her? Nah.
Yeah, let's go with it.
Good answer. Well, I'll have to liven up your expectations. Okay, I'll see you at the clinic.
You know what that voice reminds me of?
Hmm.
Fucking Ed from Ed, Edd and Eddy.
Double D?
Okay.
Here you go.
I need to turn it off autoplay. Fuck.
Let's see. Eyes are focused. Look this way. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hey there, Delilah, what's it?
Nothing yet, huh?
Limit of my mouth feels like it's burning. And my nose is itchy. Have a good one.
Taking your pizza cake.
Nah, don't worry about that. I'm just reading the in-game text. Don't worry about it.
Oh, there it is. The inhibitory effect is just as I had expected. Your weight was the primary reason it took longer to kick in than expected.
You called me fat?
No, I'm calling you skinny, you fucking prick.
Yeah. Yes, this is what I expected from a teenager.
From a teenager.
We're making great progress. Practice makes perfect, right?
A teenager.
Okay, hold tight. Once I compile all the data, we can move on.
A teenager, Dio.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Takemi Medical Clinic of Internal Medicine. How can I help you, Double D? An emergency, huh? But we're not a designated hospital. Besides, the head physician here is Tai Takami. Ah? Awfully rude, just hanging up on a lady like that.
What was that about?
Oh, he basically just called the wrong number. An ambulance driver was looking for a transfer location. All the designated hospitals are full. But to think they'd accidentally call a general practitioner. Must have been a new paramedic. He seemed to at least know my name, though. I've been blacklisted by the larger medical community. They call me the Plague, due to a grave medical error I made.
Oh, that's why you... Okay, What do you mean?
This just goes back to my old job. I used to work at a university hospital in the city. I was never actually convicted of anything, but I'm still considered a pariah in the medical industry. Does that scare you? Participating in clinical trials run by a doctor like that?
Are you afraid of her, Dio?
Do you fear death?
I don't mind.
You seriously are one strange kid. Well, that's fine. Being ostracized has enabled me to focus on my own research and development. Regardless, I look forward to working with you. I'll be sure to add some additional medicine for you, my little guinea pig.
So now we can buy more shit from her.
Woo.
Woo! Because I always use that. You want to know the fun thing about that, Dio? I max her out pretty much every playthrough. I never use her fucking shit.
Hello, Dr. Takemi's Clinic of Internal Medicine. Huh? One order of teriyaki chicken. You're all good for today. You can go home now. Come again soon, if you're still alive.
Has increased my guts. My guts is at max! Fuck you!
Take care.
So why don't you use any of her stuff?
It's not that useful.
Yeah.
You'll see why in a bit.
Hey, my little guinea pig. I need to talk to you about something. You haven't told anyone about my drugs, right? Not necessarily the ones I sell, but you haven't told them about the fifth of heroin I have in the office, right?
Of course not. I mean, we're no snitches.
Okay. I mean, part of the deal is that you're strictly prohibited from sharing anything that happens here, so... I guess I'll believe you, for now. Feels like I've been getting a lot more patients asking for drugs lately. Wonder why they keep hearing about me. It's been really bugging me. That's all I wanted to ask, I guess. See you... Okay, see you soon.
Mm-hmm. What is the plague, Dio?
I mean... Death? I don't know.
Is it death?
What do you want from me?
I want answers, Dio. That's why I'm asking you questions.
You could.
Give me just a second. Actually, no. No, I don't want to do that. I want to do this. There we go. Anyways, we're good. What were you saying? What do you want to do for tonight?
By the and the dead silence. But I don't know. Let's talk to Sujiro again.
All right.
You got time right now?
Kill the rest of the
There's still time left on the clock today. How about it? I can teach you the ropes. I don't think my bond with Sojiro will deepen just yet. Wow, you are terrible at the Hierophant Confidant, Dio.
What do you mean?
We can't rank up with him yet. We have to hang out with him again.
Oh, okay. Help him out.
All right. Put your stuff down. Grab an apron. Don't forget to wash your hands. You unfaithful prick. Man, I just feel like we don't connect at all, dude. Jiro's guidance was extremely precise, just as he told me to. I feel like my bond with Sojiro will grow stronger soon.
Thanks.
It's a rough battle, but we'll build that bond eventually. That useful bond.
So you're saying I need to quit wasting my time on Sojiro?
I mean, am I?
I mean,
What up?
As much as you're... Okay.
He had a change of heart for real, didn't he? It's kind of hard to believe right now.
Real quick, before you leave this cutscene, is that the red-haired chick that we see in the very first cutscene?
Is it?
I mean, it looks like it.
Does it look like her though? Are you sure?
I think it's her hair. I don't know. I haven't really seen it that well from the back, so...
This is the one and only time I will actually give you an answer. You're 100% right. Same bitch.
Alright.
But yeah, they do throw in side characters into the game every once in a while for you to actually be able to observe.
Okay. That's kind of a nice little touch.
Yep. I'm gonna cry if we get expelled after all this.
Let's believe and wait.
Yeah, because, you know, big girls don't cry. So calm, man. Aren't you worried at all? Oh yeah, you're free today. Got nothing to do. Come see me after school. It's not like I got something to say, but I find talking helps calm my nerves. I hope you know. I hope you know. You know that song, Dio?
Really?
I think so. Let's see.
I literally just referenced it a second ago. So yeah, this is what I was talking about. You see how he has the card above his head?
Mm-hmm.
Since we haven't hung out with him in a while, he's stopped sending us messages. So if you don't pay attention to them, eventually they will just stop talking to you. And it's up to you to actually figure out how or when to talk to them or when to hang out with them.
Huh. Okay.
But looks like he's the only confidant we have right now, so we can hang out with him or we can mess around with our social stats and shit like that.
Okay. Let's hang out with Ryuji then.
Alrighty.
Oh, hey.
We beat Kamoshida and all, but I'm feeling kind of nervous. So we just gotta wait and see what happens. Oh, I'm gonna be doing some training today. You wanna come with? I'll probably just slack off by myself. I mean, it's better working with a partner, yeah? I feel like my bond with Ryuji will grow stronger soon. So what do you plan on doing? You wanna hang out with Ryuji?
Why do we have to confirm this with the cat? Hang out with him.
Just as a double check.
Yeah.
Awesome, man! Get changed and meet me behind the gym. Again, pants are not necessary. Well, I'm gonna walk around. Let me know when you're ready to leave.
I don't want to see any of that shit.
I don't want to see Ryuji giving you a blowjob again. Ugh. Damn it. I want to move better, but I just can't. I was training for
Something wrong
nationals
with my
back in the
hips.
day, but now I totally suck balls. What the hell do you think you're doing? Nakaoka. Takeshi. Running, huh? I saw you from the window. What? Are you gonna try to come crawling back to the track team? Hell no. Speaking of which, this was your secret training spot, wasn't it? Well, it's our spot now. You know, us, former track team. We don't even have a locker room anymore, thanks to someone I know.
Wonder who that is. Fuck it, want to trade with us?
Uh-huh? You screwed up. The heck is with this guy? Hold on. Aren't you that transfer student? You really gonna hang out with this loser? You better watch out. He'll hit you the second he gets pissed off. I heard his dad is the same way. Like father, like son, right? That's some scary shit. That don't got anything to do with this.
I'll shut him up.
What? Hey, quit it! Guess you two are pretty similar after all. Look, back then I don't need to hear your excuses. Everyone is going through the same bullshit with Kamoshida. Beatings, impossible exercises. But we put up with it, all for the track team. But no. You had to go and fuck all of that up. Man, I was stupid for ever thinking you were a teammate. That's all I have to say.
Salty.
I'm out of here. I nearly smacked him when he was talking about my dad. Haven't changed at all. But you know, it actually helped me calm down a little. I'm glad you were here with me. Thanks, man. I'll just have you know as a heads up for the future. Chariot is usually known as the tank whenever it comes to the Persona 5 team. Or whenever it comes to the Persona team and teams in general. So, do with that what you will. Hey, Nakaoka! Why didn't you kick his ass? What the hell's your problem? Now they're just arguing with each other. I should stay out of it. Anyway, nice training with you. You handled that completely the wrong way, Dio.
Yeah.
Fucked it all up!
Gotta fuck it up at least once with everybody, apparently.
Yep. Yo, it's me. Good to talk?
We were just talking.
I just wanted to thank you again for today. I really owe you one, man.
Okay, IRL, like, why does every asswipe have to, like, fucking call once we're done hanging out with them? Like,
For the
I was
exact
confused.
same reason as to what just happened, because you earned 0 confidant points in that interaction.
Okay.
This call is literally just a last resort to help you try and get at least some.
Ah, okay.
I get pissed off so damn easily, I really gotta work with it. So he has anger issues, and he doesn't want to resort to violence.
I don't know. Yeah, that'd be best.
And you fucked up again.
God damn it.
Next time I get pissed off, I'm gonna, I don't know, take a deep breath and go on a run or something. I didn't want to cause a scene and drag you into even more shit. I gotta wonder what they were arguing about. But hey, I'm an outsider. Nothing to do with me. Thanks again for today. Don't forget to massage your legs before you sleep, okay? See you later. Make sure to get that deep tissue massage, you know? Especially around the thighs. Do it for me.
You're back.
Thick thighs save lives.
Yep. So, same options as before. What's your choice, Dio?
You'll watch the second part of that DVD?
Sure. Might as well finish it. I know what I want to know what happens on the She files.
Hey. Oh.
They're all dead. How could... Who could...
The larvae. It must have infected them. Got into their brains. We need to find those samples, Scalzi. Fast.
Story about an investigator who searches for the truth behind eerie supernatural incidents. Whoa, whoa! Why would you pressure alien larvae? Curiosity killed the cat, you know. Ironic, isn't it?
Huh.
Oh.
All the cat puns.
So you finished watching the X Folders, huh? I bet you summoned up a little more guts by watching the drama. Too bad I'm already maxed out.
Okay.
Nothing can phase me. Let's go return the DVD soon.
Well then.
Probably do that
You get fined
Monday.
if you don't return it.
I guess. I don't know. I didn't really fucking rent DVDs whenever I was doing my playthroughs. What do you want, cat? Will you shut up?
Well, that's just.
Mm-hmm.
Your cats don't meow, they scream.
Well, she screams by the doors, which is nowhere even fucking close to me. Yet she still chooses to scream.
Oh yeah, trust me. Mine'll scream out in the hallway. I think it's just because he likes to hear himself talk.
I can believe it. So we can't access the doctor, but we can access Ryuji. Choice is up to you as to what we do.
I mean, we fucked up pretty bad with Ryuji. I guess we ought to try that again.
Yep. Today's Friday.
Because apparently I don't know how to talk to Ryuji.
He's the chariot. This is exactly the reason why I told you to study up on fucking Fool's Journey.
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
Okay. I'm not gonna read that. I'm just gonna set us up to hang out with him.
Okay.
Wanna get going?
Come here. No, no, no. You wanted to meow. Come here.
Eddie didn't turn on the autoplay. Oh.
There we go.
See ya.
Picture in the other room or something.
Nah, I just picked her up and brought her over to me. She's meowing like
Oh,
she
that's
wants
just a
attention, but the
freebie.
second I go after her, yep. Like I said, if you don't have enough ranked, or if you haven't accumulated enough points to hang out with them and progress their story, you'll just get something like that.
Okay. Well, better than nothing, I guess.
I know, right? Alright, it's nighttime. We can't hang out with him because he has ellipses. So we got other shit we can do. We can make coffee, we can go to the batting cages, we can go to the hot tub, we can clean out our laundry. The choice is yours, Dio.
Let's go with the hot tub. We haven't been there yet.
Alright. Fun fact, a lot of local living areas in Japan don't actually have personal baths. So
It's all
local,
public baths.
yep. So the local bathhouses are the stuff you usually do.
Wow.
It increases your charm to go here.
What do you want to do?
So let's go. I mean, overall, I'd say it's not a bad experience. I think I somewhat used it whenever I was in my initial phase.
Really refreshed yourself. Ooh.
I know you can't be meowing about my door. No. You want to meow? I'll give you attention. Come here. There we go. There's a good girl. No. Stay here. You want to meow? I'll keep you close. Because you obviously want attention. Come on now. We should get home before you get cold.
Made your decision.
Yeah. She wants to meow. I'll keep her close. Because she obviously wants attention.
Hey!
Alright. We were able to grab a seat. Why don't you read something until we get there? There's one thing I read that was increasing my knowledge, so I might as well finish that off.
Social thought.
I know, right?
Oh!
No. So you finish reading Social Thought. Let's talk about getting an information overload. She gained a lot of intelligence from that. Hey, Dread. Please don't let him in the bathroom from now on. I try to keep them out of there so that they don't mess it up.
I didn't let him in the bathroom. What happened?
Well, then where's Kuro? She's been meowing at the doors like he's been over there. And I know I haven't opened the doors.
Is he in your room? Because a minute ago I saw your bedroom door open.
Yeah, that's probably what happened. Alright. Alright, I'm back. What did I miss?
Just a little bit of skill upgrade.
Yep, something we don't need. We're almost at the station.
Because we're already erudite.
I know, right? It was a pleasant use of our time to read something we already fucking knew.
Did you ever watch or
The board meeting's
read
the
any of the
day after
Dauntless
tomorrow.
stuff?
I wonder if Kamoshida really had a change of heart. What if we failed?
You talking about that
That's
fucking
all I
Monster
can
Hunter
think about.
rip-off game we played?
No, the I'm pretty sure that's what the name of the book was. That like 3 or 4 part book series that was like I don't remember the names of the other books off the top of my head. I think the alcohol's kicking in, but it was like Dauntless. There was Erudite that was like the intellectual clan. There's basically people that lived like monks. The Dauntless, which were like, I don't know, punks more or less. There's like 2 other factions. It was kind of one of those like teeny trilogy things that kind of happened during like 2014, 2015. You don't know what I'm talking about, do you?
Nope.
Okay. Well, anyways,
The book series I remember reading as a kid were, let's see, there was the Devouring or the Vours Vours book series, Harry Potter because that was a staple, Percy Jackson, the Seventh Son series, which is pretty good, and Dealing with Dragons.
Wait, Saga of the Seven Sons?
Mm-hmm.
I fucking love those books.
Where like the kid or the guy was like the seventh son of the seventh son, and he went under training from like a spook.
Okay, we're not talking about the same thing. Never mind. Do I still have that book? Let's see. I shouldn't because I hated that book series, but don't. Okay. Anyways, we have to believe.
All right.
We did do what we could. I guess all I can do now is believe. But how strange. I feel a bit better now. Maybe
Divergent, that's what it was called, not Dauntless. Fuck Christ. Okay, anyways.
I remember the book series only because it was made into a terrible movie adaptation.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it.
Shailene Woodley.
Yeah, I never got the appeal of those books.
Yeah.
There was another group of books I read, which is interesting, but aside from like the Maze Runner trilogy, but
I still may read that one these days.
yeah.
Colloquial English.
All right, Dio. Are you a wunderkind? See if you can work out the answer based on what you know. Wunderkind. It's German.
Yeah, I figured that much. You know, Wonder Bread.
I know, right? So what does Wunder mean?
Wonder.
Right? Wonder. So something wondrous, I guess, or impressive. Next, the kind part. That's probably... I'll give you a hint. It's not what you think.
Type.
You're an idiot.
Oh, no, it's child,
So, wunderkind would be type? Oh, so you mean like your own kind? That's pronounced differently from the German kind. I don't know.
Okay, so it's child, kind of like kindergarten.
Wunder, and then kind would be child. Alright, let's think about this again. So kind is in kindergarten, refers to all the kids in it.
Called it.
No, you didn't. You second guessed yourself after I fucking doubted you. At least a young guy in your case. So, if it was a wonder child, what would they be?
A prodigy.
This is it.
That's correct.
That's right. Woo. The word talent comes from the Greek talenton, a sum of money referenced in the Bible. The more skilled a servant was, the more coins they would receive from God. Their talent led to wealth. Back in the day, the Hebrew word for gold was talent, or the Hebrew word for currency was talent. So if you had 15 talents, you were considered someone wealthy.
Nice going.
Did you know that, Dio?
I'd heard the biblical parable that the teacher was talking about, but you know, I didn't exactly know the.
You didn't actually put two and two together that talent and talented meant that it would make you money.
Okay, well, we grew up in like a very white people church, so like there wasn't really much emphasis on the Jewish part of shit. Like whenever I heard this parable, like I think they quite literally put it in dollars for us, like stupid kids. So, you know.
Yeah, it makes sense. It also explains why I was the only kid in 6th grade to know what a fucking dowry was.
Yeah. Well, I knew that much, but like, I feel like that's still a very English thing, hence why it was, you know, a part of my education.
Mm-hmm.
So the doctor wants to talk.
We have the doctor, and she's the only confidant we can really hang out with.
Okay. Fuck it, let's go with the doc.
Alright.
Doctor, give me the news.
I got a bad case of loving you. The song's called In the Air Tonight by Phil Collins.
You just gave me a little bit of a stroke.
So we're going to do a clinical trial with her when all of a sudden we get an emergency.
Sir, why have you come here? Aren't you under the care of another hospital?
I've heard rumors about this place. I'd like you to examine her. She was diagnosed with bronchitis, but the medicine she was giving hasn't worked at all.
So she's going to be like, go from the plague to be this like amazing savior by the end, didn't she?
What happens in a fire, Dio? In a forest fire, specifically.
Burns down and has like opportunity for new life? I don't know. The purifying.
There you go. Purifying fire?
Purified in the forge.
So he wants Dr. Takemi to help him out, but she's not too confident on her skills. What should we do?
Takemi will help.
Good choice. She ends up helping the kid, and the kid ends up fucking dying by her hands. Just spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Hello?
Dr. Schweitzer? Oh, there. Okay. I thought she was saying she was Schweitzer. I was like, what?
No. She's consulting another doctor. So we've gone to what is it called? Pharmacy tech.
Fine.
Now that we're here.
From guinea pig to pharmacy tech.
Yep. Which, contrary to popular belief, it's not exactly that hard to get a pharmacy tech license. You just have to know a little bit about medicine.
That's the scary part.
Well, I mean, the scary part is the fact that all the medicine we're taking is essentially 10 years behind what modern medicine is supposed to be. You say,
it takes that long to get through the FDA.
Are you sure about that?
Well, and there's clinical. I know there's a lot involved, like clinical trials, FDA shit. You know, the gears of bureaucracy turn slowly.
It's not necessarily the gears of bureaucracy. It's literally just to make sure of the fact that what we administer won't fucking kill you.
Yeah, and know what side effects are possible within the test group.
Mm-hmm. So she was offering to treat this kid free of charge.
You seem happy.
Fucked up.
By the way.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so apparently this kid was the patient of one of the kids, or the guy that has been, or that sent the cop after us last time. Oh. My bottom's chemi is going deeper. I'm already rank 4 with death.
All right.
Well,
Yeah, this is totally a good sign for the first thing I do. Ugh. I need to start eating and gain your strength first. Can you do that for me? Yes, thank you, Doctor. Don't mention it. What kind of response will I have this time? Maybe you won't even be able to make it home. I may have to take you back to my house for a full body examination. Remember, he's a freshman in high school, and she's a working adult.
With the PhD.
She's been in the medical business long enough to get a prominent name and then have that name revoked.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so she's talking about the fact that we essentially forced that that client onto her.
Mm-hmm. I love that last dialogue option. I don't know, but she ended up okay.
As you picked the worst answer.
Christ almighty.
You fucking suck at this, Dio.
I do.
See, this is the exact reason why I told you to do your fucking homework.
Yeah.
You know what Arcana she is, you know what she's supposed to be teaching you, yet you refuse to do anything about it.
Fair enough. Okay, I have the general, like, knowledge of these cards, it's just I don't take that into accommodation whenever we're talking to them, and I keep fucking up because of it. Yeah, let's brew some coffee. Why not?
Sure. Love the smell of good coffee. What's your favorite type of coffee, Dio?
All right.
I mean, darker the better.
Interestingly enough, the lighter the coffee, the stronger the taste.
Mm-hmm.
Bet you didn't fucking know that, did you?
Yeah, it's a higher caffeine content too. A lot of decaf coffees are actually just, dark coffees with a lot more, with the caffeine siphoned out of them.
You say that after having said you want the darker the better?
Yeah.
So you want less caffeine in your fucking shit?
Yeah. I just like the taste of darker better. Like, it's totally an aesthetic thing.
Perfect.
So am I writing down this trivia too?
Volcanic soil of Guatemala is ideal for growing coffee. Guatemala beans are ranked by their altitude of cultivation. Strictly hard bean, or SHB, a grade given to the coffee grown at altitudes above 4,500 feet. Has a citrus-like acidity and a full body. Does the term full body ring any bells, Dio?
No, what bells it's supposed to be ringing exactly?
Of course it doesn't, because you're not a fucking Atlas fan like I am.
Atlas?
Mm-hmm. The people who made this fucking game.
Oh, okay. We have a big day tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Meow.
Because lo and behold, they were also the people behind another game that I played a lot.
Oh, Catherine?
Mm-hmm. What was the name of that that final mix of Catherine?
I don't remember.
Catherine Full Body.
Okay.
Alright. We got one day until Kamoshida awakens, so we are going to end it here.
Was he in a coma?
Not necessarily.
No.
Basically, whenever we finish yeah. Whenever we finish the palace early, the character that originally had the palace essentially just goes into hiding. Mm-hmm. In Kamoshida's case, he took a vacation off of work.
He took like work leave, yeah.
Yeah, and he's been confining himself in his house. And come tomorrow, we're gonna figure out exactly what's been going on with him, what he's been going through, and everything like that. Which is partially for story reasons. Part of the reason why I like to get palaces done as soon as possible. because it makes more sense to do it this way than it does waiting until like a day before and then doing it. And you'll see what I mean come tomorrow, next stream. But yeah, we'll end the stream today, and then tomorrow we'll pick up with exactly what Kamoshida has been up to these past 6 days. Or, what, 10 to 14? Something like that?
I think it was 10. But yeah, anyways.
But yeah, essentially, these 2 work weeks, what he's been up to. And we'll see the climax of what has been going on in this story so far.
I'm actually curious about this because I want to see who's the next palace too.
Well, it's not going to happen probably for another session or 2. To be completely honest, so I'll go ahead and let you know how the game works. Is it's palace, and then once you complete the palace, it's off time. And then once the story reaches its climax with the person who owned the palace, there's another set of off time that you do.
So you have to find the next palace through story. In other words. Okay.
And then so it essentially builds. It's usually like 1 or 2 weeks worth of time between each palace. So after tomorrow, we'll have like 10 to 12 days of doing whatever the fuck we want. It's sort of a thing to give slower players a chance to actually be able to play the overworld versions of the game. The people who go from like, who essentially just like either find a new safe room or don't find a safe room in one day and then call it quits and move on. And it gives them a chance to actually catch up with their confidants.
Okay.
So yeah. But it's gone pretty smoothly so far. No real snafus. I can't wait to actually start busting out some of my better stuff. That is all entirely dependent on how you want to play the game on the overworld. Because I'll tell you this much. There is one confidant you get really early in the game, which is crucial to me being able to do the bullshit that I do to get overpowered. And if you don't find that person, I'm screwed.
Oh boy.
I have to do this game legitimately.
You can't jank your way through it. Oh, that's beautiful.
But it's all up to you and how you want to run your confidants.
Alright.
But yeah, we'll pick this up tomorrow. I'm thinking probably around noon, 1 p.m.
1 a.m. my ass. That's like an hour. But 1 p.m. Yeah, that should work pretty good.
Yep. Give us both time to sleep, do shit. Are you off Labor Day?
Indeed, I am.
All right, so we might do a special stream and do it on Monday as well.
All right.
Depending on how things go and how much fucking alcohol I have left.
Fair enough.
But yeah, so we'll go ahead and end stream here. We'll pick up tomorrow, continue with the story, and then go from there. Not really what I wanted to do, but whatever. One way or another, say goodbye, Dio.